NWA-TNA pay-per-view number 55. Elix Skipper issues an open challenge, which is answered by the debuting Mad Mikey, better known as Crash Holly.
You also had a Jerry Lynn match at some point.
That was the last show of the month. Would you keep things in your brain in the right order?
Sorry, I thought you said that this was the last match, and that's why I was like, did we skip over the other one?
You just can't keep things in the right order, can you?
No, I had it in the right order in my head, and then I misheard you, and then I was like, I guess I didn't have it right.
So Elix Skipper while cutting this promo with a very good line that I loved because of Don West's reaction. He's like, "Cameraman, focus in on these abs," and Don replied, "They look like mine." Just completely deadpan.
Good abs.
So yeah, Crash Holly here in the NWA-TNA.
I also love that this was the time that Elix Skipper brought out the scale, and of course Crash Holly, the scale in WWF.
So it does come together.
I didn't like that they had to use it as a weapon.
to beat Crash Holly of all people.
Yeah, for what I otherwise thought was a pretty good match.
Yeah, a nice little debut for Holly. He hit the hop splash, which I quite enjoy, where Skipper's on the other side of the ring. Crash goes to the far corner. He's like, oh, what am I going to do? He's really far away. So he jumps halfway through the ring, stops, and then just does a little splash. It's a good bit.
Yeah, him and Kota Ibushi, two legends.
I also especially enjoyed on commentary Mike Tenay was running down all of Crash Holly's accomplishments.
Yeah, I like that Don West calls him like one of the most decorated wrestlers in WWF history.
Yeah, because Mike is like, he beat The Rock and Mick Foley for the tag titles. He's a European champion. He's like a 70-time hardcore champion. And Don is like, oh, you know, he really is one of the most decorated stars in the history of the WWE. It's like, you know what? In sheer number of titles won, that's not untrue.
Watching this match made me think of what a great bit it would be for someone who was like coming in from another company or something and was like a 13-time IC champ or whatever, and just to have 13 different intercontinental titles on them as they came out.
Crash should have had like 20 hardcore titles.
Yeah. That's what I thought of it. I was like, Crash comes out with 20 hardcore championships around him.
So yeah, Skipper defeats Mad Mikey, hits him with the scales. As you mentioned, nice little match. Crash, good wrestler.
Yeah.
And we'll pivot to Crash first, because he has a vignette on the last show of the month as well.
This was great.
Where he's like making this art house film about how he's angry.
Someone replied to the post of it saying it was Always Sunny in Philadelphia-esque, and I'm like, wow, it really does look like an early season bit from Always Sunny.
Yeah, so like the whole thing is just like he's in his in with his roommates and eating cereal, and he just gets mad at them.
His roommates sell that so well. That's what they did. When that guy took the fucking the bump on the table, that was really good. I went back and watched it like 3 times. My man took that perfectly.
I don't know who that was, but I know that was shot in the TNA offices. You can recognize the glass behind them.
I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was really great. I also love the idea that as roommates, they all take a bite of the cereal each and then pass it down. And him jumping into the fast food restaurant's window got an audible laugh from the crowd that went through.
Yeah, Crash, funny guy.